Hi Stampin' friends, tonight we're going to use I should have asked someone how you say this, the Shops Designer Series paper from Stampin' Up. This is a 12 by 12, obviously, paper, and it has a lot of great colors and designs. So this particular sheet has craft stores, clothing stores, or as I first looked, a dry cleaner. And it also has like an Asian restaurant, so that's kind of fun. Then on the back side, it has a nice tile, and then it has a ton of different kinds of food, all of them covered pretty much by the paper. Ice cream and different sweet treats, breads for a bakery, and then the soup for food from there, and then a fork. So that's kind of fun. And the back side of that paper makes a kind of a cobblestone look. And then this is like some little tiny far off in the distance, ones of these same, all of the same shops. And the back side of it is very close up, kind of large, white on blue, sort of a blueprint kind of a look, but it's really just outlines of the buildings. And then this one has the bakery. It has what to me looks like a noodle shop with a fork on it, and they look like little noodles laid out. They don't really look like vegetables, because there are some vegetables on that one, but anyway. And then a sweet treat shop on this one. Then I can get going here. The back side of it is another tile, and this is really probably the most easily incorporated background piece, because it has both the Calypso Coral and the Boho Blue or Moonlit, Misty Moonlight, all on the same paper. So here's another batch of shops, and this one has a floral shop or a garden shop. Here you can see all the flowers in the background. A book shop, which is here. It's a one-story. And kind of so is this one, I guess, which this other one is, looks like kind of a crystal shop or something. I'm not exactly sure what's supposed to be those little guys. Maybe they're stamp blocks, they could be. So that would be a way to use it. So all of these ones that are down here at the bottom, and then parts of them at the tops, I tried to imagine cutting that part out and using it with one that's left over up here at the top, so that you can get a little more out of them. So that's another possibility. The back side of this is beautiful. It has a stripe with the Calypso Coral and the Petal Pink. And then this one has a combination of both flowers, books, and like acrylic paints in tubes. So that can be fun to add to your cards as well. And the back side is a diagonal diamond pattern in like a Daffodil Delight. So that's kind of nice. All right. The colors in the paper are, let's see, Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, Pumpkin Pie, and Shaded Spruce. Let's go ahead and get started with a few things. I did pick up one that I had used on Friday night. On Friday night, I used the matching bundle, which was Let's Go Shopping, and it is a lot of fun as well. Allows you to customize it to your own color scheme and things like that. So I'm going to show you one of the things that I kind of imagined with it last Friday. So here is that one. This is a card that is made with just strips, and I did this one on Friday. So I did the Wish You Were Here with the little bench that you can die cut, but I used all of these matching colors. So you can see here at the top of that, I used that tile look, and then I attached these guys here. So I have the craft store, and then the block store, and then I used the small ones up here for my background. And then it makes a really cute little card that you can mail it in a regular envelope that we have, and then it just pops right up to sit on their table really easily. You can put a piece of cardstock like white on the back, and you're all set. So one thing I wanted to show you here was how I used two pieces. These pieces were separate, if that makes sense. But all I had to do to splice that is just put a piece of cardstock on the back and then set it here. This one is really a nice and simple card. It's just folding, die cutting and, not die cutting, scoring and folding, super simple. And just getting this down in a card is so nice, and then that's a huge surprise when someone pulls it out. Now these edges here, I may have a little bit too tight to fit in our card, but that's because I chose possibly the wrong ones of these little edge pieces to put on there, put the wrong stores. Okay, so there is that. I'll set that aside. So I just kind of wanted to show you how there's so many things you can do with this that it does get overwhelming because there's lots of cute stuff. The first thing I wanted to kind of show you was using this white on blue background. I'm not sure I may have a little bit. There is some texture in this, so it makes it a little bit hard to see. So I apologize for that. You could do this a couple of different ways. You could just leave that background there and put a piece of paper here to pop it up, or you could just put it on dimensionals and put it on here. Now, one thing about this, when you are putting this on here, and you could cut out just a little bit larger in the navy blue, just like stick it, okay, let me try to explain what I'm talking about. Just glue it onto a piece of cardstock and cut around it so that you have a little bit of edging. I think that is probably what I'll do when I get ready to finish this card. But once you've done that, this store seems to have like candies and ice creams. So it would probably be super cute with this to add some little popped up candies or ice creams kind of on the side, just to kind of add a little bit more. And then you could do your wish you were here or your happy birthday or whatever you've decided with it. Also, we've popped out the you're such a sweet treat. That would be super sweet with it as well. That over to the side. So you can see here how simple this is to use. All right, so the next one I was thinking about was doing I did this one on Friday as well because I wanted to show you, I used more cardstock with it, but I wanted to show you how nice this looks as a cobblestone. Now I made this one the full width of the card, which was 4 1/4. And then I layered this on top, and it is 4 by 4 on here. So you could turn it any way that makes sense to you. Just kind of get it where you want it. And then I was going to take this piece here, and now I'm just going to show you the possibilities that you could put with this one. You could, of course, use the craft store. You could use the bakery, and that would be super sweet. Now with the bakery, you might want to go ahead and get one of the pieces that looks like a baked piece of bread. Well, I had one here. What did I do with it? Silly thing. I have lost it. Anyway, you get the idea. It's a bakery. It has baked goods. You could put some cookies. Cookies would be cute. Just kind of on the edge there. Just to kind of, and you would pop that up, if that makes sense. And then you would put your you are such a sweet treat on there, because it is a bakery, but there are some things that look like they are definitely little sweet treats. So that's kind of a fun one and quick and easy to put together. And then let's see, I think I was gonna, this is kind of a funny deal here because there are so many possibilities that I couldn't really decide where to stop. Okay, on this one, I again used my the same color, the Calypso Coral, and this pebbled path, but I cut it shorter. So when you cut it shorter, you don't really want it to stick up in. You want there to be a layer there that goes between them that shows the other color. So it gives it a nicer look. So what I'm telling you is that on this one, it's only 1 inch wide. And on this one, I did it, since it's the full width, I did it 1 1/4 inch wide, so it fills all my space and doesn't have, and has an overlap underneath so that you don't get this layer, this piece here. So just 6 of 1. And then you could use some random little die cut, this one would work, to add your little Asian place, and then you could put a bowl of soup there in the corner, and then maybe a wish you were here. Maybe, you know, you had to go out to eat with someone, or you made plans with a whole bunch of people and one person wasn't able to make it because they were sick or something, whatever reason. That would be a cute thing to send. Everyone could sign it and send it to the person that you missed them when you were out to eat. Okay. Then I also wanted to do this one with the books. So this is a one-story building. So that is our little books, and we could get our books and, okay, I think I turned it upside down, but put our little books on there. And I wanted to show you on this one, sometimes you want to leave the edge, and sometimes I just cut off the edge. So it doesn't really matter which way you do it, but just probably on the same card, you want to do it the same way, whichever way that is. And you could even do a wish you were here on that and just say ta-da. This looks really nice if you use it. I'm thinking I may have misplaced that one. Let me see here. Let's see. Don't see it right away, but with your shop that has the flowers in it, this one will look great with it, and you could just pop that on there and add that for cuteness. And then you have these little guys that you can add, and it's surprising to me how much that adds to just add either flowers or potted plants beside each one. Just looks so cute. So these, they do cut out, but I had cut them too small. So I had to cut a little bit with my scissors on these. But this one, of course, I left plenty of room for them. So that was a lot of fun. And then I've got one more little possibility. Oh, there's my bread after all that. How funny. So yes, I could put my bread on the card with the picture of the bread and the bakery. Now, if you do have the matching stamp set, you can add it. You can say bakery and books on each one of these, and that'll be super cute as well. Okay, so there was my books. And then I did this one, trying to figure out what background I was wanting on this one. I did have a plan, but I don't see where it went. So, interesting. Okay, so let's just grab one of these. The good thing about this one, it does go with pretty much everything. So there's that. And then I can use my little, let's see, I think this one would look better. One that fills all the space there. And then my little craft store, fill that little spot. Those guys to the side. Now, when you have an extra piece here, you can also pop that up, and that will make it look even cuter to have some dimension there. You could cut this off and just pop it up and have the two underneath it, but I think it will probably be easier if you just pop up on top of there. And then with this, I would want to add my little tubes of paint, because that'll just kind of add to it. And then again, if you've been crafting and your friend was missing, it's a perfect time to say, wish you were here. Hope that makes sense. And then we do have several of these baker's twines. They're not supposed to be this color, but I think that they blend nicely, because this one is the Orchid Oasis, and I think that it looks real cute with this. So you could add just a small little bow with it, or maybe you could do a tie. I'm probably, when something is this small, I like to go ahead and turn it into a bow myself. And then let me grab my scissors. And, you know, just kind of pop that up on the corner just to make it look finished. You can also use some dots to maybe put across the, you could put them across the bottom or down the side with some of our boho blue, or this will look great as well. This is the copper clay, or with this one, the pecan pie, or the yellow would look very bright and beautiful as well. So lots of different possibilities of ways to embellish and finish this card out when you're finished, when you're ready. And so this is the one that's like a noodle shop that I thought, you know, this would be great to base with blue and yellow. That would be super bright and cute. And then this is a clothing store. So that's one that's perfect, I think, for happy birthday. Maybe you're going to take the person shopping, or just go out with them for their birthday, just on a shopping trip. So I think that's a lot of fun. So I appreciate you all watching, and I hope that you have a great week. Thank you. Bye-bye.